Good guys, my diary style here. As you guys know that I recently tried to work with magazines to push my portrait work to the next level. This editorial photo shoot was done for the cover of Off Town magazine. So editorial is a teamwork. It requires stylist, hair stylist, makeup artist, props, model, lighting assistant, and photographer as a teamwork. So I would like to thank my amazing team. Without them, I wouldn't be able to achieve any of this. I will put their Instagram accounts below so that you guys can follow them. And if you want to reach out for collab, that'd be perfect. Here, the first tip I would like to offer to you, just make sure you have a good team and communicate thoroughly via lookbook. I think lookbook is very important, especially in terms of team collaboration, so that hair, clothes, makeup, and lighting, everything comes all together, if that makes sense. Take the first thing as an example. We are aiming for the Sahara look, as you guys see in the video. So curly hair, smoky eyes, Persian style mask, which we'll show on later, works really well together. The problem was we wouldn't be able to find any suitable clothing at the moment in Sydney. Instead of that, we just used a nice piece of fabric, which is simple, and it actually matches with the sand color pretty well. You guys see the earring and the kitty hair, and see the eyelashes, and of course here in terms of the Persian style mask, it's all golden color. The gold mask matches with the gold earring and also matches with the smoky eye. So everything actually works very well together. I couldn't take the credit because I'm just a photographer clicking the shutters. It's actually the team actually makes the world of the difference, isn't it? So to be honest, the weather wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping a bright sunny day, which is my favorite color. Actually makes the sand of the desert actually pops. However, it's a cloudy day. I couldn't control the weather. So what I can do is to match the weather with the right modifier, which in this case, I'm aiming for a natural light look, so that I use an umbrella with a diffuser which delivers the softest lights to mimic the overcast day, right? So notice here it's not a real desert, it's more like a sand dune, which is next to the beach. I wasn't able to use wide angle because it's lots of bushes and oceans there in the background. So I was trying to use bigger wide open aperture at f1.4 to blur the footprints a bit. To minimize the retouching process. As you guys know that I just don't like too much retouching. And posing wise, with headshots, I would like to ask her to put her hands around her face to give this extra framing around her face.
Yeah, so beautiful. Right back.
So second tip I would like to offer to you guys is that if you shoot for editorial, they usually would like to 3+ look, preferably 4+, so that in every single look, they will usually choose between, I would say 2 to 3 images, no more than 3 or no more than 4. That's the case. So just make sure you have at least 3, preferably 4 looks for the photo shoots, for the magazine submission purpose. And then also make sure that in each shoot or each look, that at least have some full body, 3/4, half body, and close up for the magazine to choose from. Does it make sense? So in these photos, I feel like, because the weather is a bit dull and the lighting, to be honest, I don't want some, overhead lighting makes it look too flashy. So I find a strong pose actually works really well in this case, especially we have a flat natural light. So third look, again, is another piece of fabric. So a piece of fabric is a really good choice in this case. It can probably reuse it in the future photo shoots. So it's almost like a dress, does it make sense? The wind is blowing and I feel like, yeah, that's really good. But if I ask the makeup artist to wear the dress, I find it just kind of fake. Does it make sense? That's why I thought, maybe let's just go crazy. Ask the model to run, ask Vlada to run in this case, and ask everybody to run with her. And yeah, it actually works really well. Well, I hope you guys find the tips helpful, especially you want to, submit for magazine. And also comments below, let me know what would you like to learn from me in the future videos. And I will try to address them as much as possible. This is my diary style. I will see you the next week.